So this one, you can't clearly see. So this sometimes, I remember when I just started out drawing animals, I was discouraged by these photos where you can't clearly see what's happening, but let's give it a go. So here we have that dog's eye when he's barking, and it's quite long. It looks quite long in the reference photo. So all of these references, I found them on Pixabay, so you can find reference for your work, for your practice also on Pixabay or maybe on Pinterest. I'm just looking at those shapes that I see. This is the top lid, and here we have that darker area. So whereas cats, they have lighter area around the eyes here, dogs, they will have, usually, if it's not a particularly white, kind of an albino dog, usually they will have a dark rim surrounding their eye. And here we go like this. So this doesn't resemble an eye very much, but let's give it a go. Again, I'm gonna try with my, start with my dark blue. Actually, we can just change things up. I'm gonna do this with a dark brown. Let's see. So the stick of a dark brown. And let's start adding the darks. So I don't go with my black immediately. So this is gonna give it a warmer kind of color to the eye. And also dogs, they have this brow here forming on the right above the corner of their eye. And as the eyeball kind of curves, it has a darkness to it too. And the skull has a shape. This is the cheekbone. It usually gets darker under the eye here. It creates that triangle. Okay, so these are my darks, and now I'm looking at the darks in the eye. And there is this light, because this eye catches a highlight that is not shining straight into the eye, but it still reflects the sky. So I'm leaving that. Okay, so the shape here, there's that darkness here, like so, because it's the eyeball, the iris of the eyeball here. Okay, so we have this. Next, what we do, we take something brown, and I want to go into bright colors here. And let's see, this one, it's quite beautiful. So I'm gonna add this into the dog's eye, like so. And then something even lighter and peachier, I think. This is gonna be good. At the bottom here, where the eye kind of lets the light pass through, and it becomes light on the other side. I'm gonna go even lighter here. Okay, and then maybe just a bit darkening up this area by the iris here, so it looks darker. Can slightly blend this just a bit. So here's our eye. Very gently, I'm just gently touching it. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this ochre color. I really like using it everywhere, it's green. And I'm going to add that light bit here where the white of the eye is showing, and with a darker color. Let's see, this darker greenish color. There's the shadow area here. I'm gonna knock it back because it's quite dark. Okay, and next what we do is we go into that highlight, and it's quite dark, and I think we can try and get away with No, this is too dark. Maybe this blue, the one that we used as the base layer for the cat's eye. Like so, and just a little sparkle with something lighter. So this on this area here, like so, just to show that this light is hitting the eye. And this is the sky color that's kind of reflecting in the eye and creating that beautiful light. Now I'm gonna go into my blacks. I think I'm gonna take this dark gray, start adding those darks. Over the top of my brown, and it's going to still show that brown through. But we're darkening up the area around the eye to create a more contrasting image. So here there's also a bit of shadow on this side. Like so. There's quite thick this area that is here, and this is darker also. I'm just gonna pull this black over that part of the eyeball. And here, the corner of the eye, I see it quite dark. Like so. Okay, and maybe I'm just gonna pull out this black slightly into my brown. There we go. And just a bit darkening up this skin around the eye. So you can still see this, the brow. You can still see this brown shining through, and it gives us a kind of warm glow. And here I want to add some of those, maybe let's take the same blue-gray that we used, and I'm gonna start adding those lighter areas on the skin that surrounds the eye. Like so. Then just a bit moving the pastel on the side, not to go into too much detail here, like so. Okay, and there's just a bit of a sparkle here in the corner, and also let's add another sparkle here. And now let's add the surrounding area. So we need the color of its coat, and I see it kind of yellow and maybe something warm. Let's see. So with this we can use it here where this warmer kind of glow goes. And also over here. Then I'm gonna go into something slightly darker, just to indicate that change in the planes. Also here. We're getting closer to that dark area in the eye. And we need something even warmer, I think. Let's see, maybe something kind of orangey warm. Yeah, we can do with this one. Like so. And some of that color here. and also here. And now we need something very light to actually give that something very light yellow. I think we can go, I have this unison light yellow, so it's very light color. It's almost kind of whitish yellow, just to create a bit of plane change. Like so. Then there's this lighter bit on top here on the brow. And I almost want to add this light color in that glow in the eye. Let's even like over lighten it, but it's gonna look very interesting. And here, just to kind of indicate that it's here, I'm going to add a bit of those lighter hairs, just a couple, and it's going to be enough to actually show us that it's an eye of a dog. Here the skull, again, this is the socket where the eye sits, and it's getting lighter here. Okay, I think that eye is also done.